Relax. It's ASMR. And I'm going to bring up some plates. These are plates that you have seen before. If you have been following my channel. And I'm going to work with this. You will notice that the package looks like a Christmas tree. And I did not purchase it this Christmas, which was yesterday. So that means that this is at least a year old. So we'll see how it turns out. We also have some fluff that we talked about before. And we have some of this moon sand, foam alive, it's called. So all of this is about a year old. It was purchased for me last year as a Christmas present. If you go back a year, you will probably see me talking about this and all of my plans for making ASMR videos out of it. You can see how well that has gone. But we're here now, and that's what's important. Nobody's plans went perfectly this year. And if this is the thing that I fell down on, I'm okay with that. So let me bring the fluff out and then the foam, and we'll work from there. So this looks like marshmallow blue color. Peel the back off here. There we go. Oop, it falls right out. Well, if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a good one. If you celebrate another holiday like Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or something else, I hope that was equally as merry and pleasant as it possibly could be this year. So it looks pretty well sealed, so I think we're in good shape. It's in this plastic bag. It's a light blue color, and it has some darker blue flecks, but it's kind of a clear color down here. So I wonder if we need to mix it up. It may have separated a little bit in the package. So let's give it some squishy squishes. We had a very relaxed Christmas. My son is studying in England, so he has not been able to be with us for the last 2 Christmases because he's been over there. This year for obvious reasons, because if he would have come over here, he would not have been able to get back. So he's been over there for a while. and we miss him a lot, but he's doing well. And we got to open Christmas presents with him online, so that was good. I'm definitely glad I decided to mix this up in the package. But we did all of our Christmas present opening on Christmas Eve because that's when our schedules could work out. So actual Christmas Day, we did very little. We ordered some Chinese food, which is a semi-tradition with us. Sometimes we do. We don't do it every year. Sometimes you just want to chill out and not do a whole lot. And we watched a movie, had our minds blown by watching Tenet, which was very good, but you definitely need to watch it about 10 times to kind of start to understand what's going on. But I like that kind of movie. And we enjoyed our Christmas gifts. I got a knife sharpening kit, which was very cool. Basically, 2 metal blocks with diamond grit on them that you rub the blade of the knife over, and then a strop to finish off the sharpening. My son is very good at it. I was able to make some knives sharper. They were certainly not nearly as sharp as they could have been, but hopefully with practice I will get better. Okay, let's see if we can now open this up and how big of a mess it's going to make. Hopefully not too bad. It's kind of like pushing out very thick blue ketchup. It is like marshmallow fluff. It even smells like marshmallow fluff. It's very stretchy. Okay. Well, I'm not going to try to get any more out of that package. I probably could, but I think that's enough. And so we see here, let's get some of that dirt off of there. It is very adhesive. It is very sticky, but it does roll off. You see here, it's got just enough of the kind of slime texture to kind of stick to itself and clean up. So shall we? It is very soft. It feels very strange. It's This is kind of like playing with your food. I don't know if I'm a fan. Yeah, interesting. If you know from watching my snacking videos, unboxing snacks, I'm not a big fan of things that get stuck in my teeth. And so, I am not a big fan of things that get stuck to my fingers. But at least it does come off. Eventually. So I'm trying to think of the play value of this. I guess if you don't mind sticky things on your fingers. I can imagine coming in after giving this to your child to find them completely bound up. And covered from head to toe in this stuff. So I can roll it up. It does come off the skin. So I'm feeling better about things now. I'm feeling more in control. So I think this is actually going to be a really good candidate for kind of adding some things to this that will maybe make it not be quite so sticky. Leaves a light grease on your fingers. So what I'm going to do is clean up. I obviously need to trim my fingernails, and I will be right back. Okay, it's a few minutes later. I now feel a lot better about my hands. I should have trimmed my fingernails before I started. I apologize. So what I want to do now is see about putting some of this into here. It seems to have calmed down a little bit. It's not as aggressively trying to attack me. Huh. Well, that certainly is better. So it still has a soft quality to it, but it's not trying to adhere to everything. That's much, well, now it's trying to, now it's, I think the heat of my hand is warming it up. Okay, just leave that alone. And I think what I want to do is let's put the blue, I think the blues kind of match here. Let's see. It says it never dries out. I think we're going to put that to the test today. If it has sat for a year, will it have dried out? I think we may already have our answer. Okay. So, it is still moldable. Not bad at all. It is a little dry to the touch. Unlike that one batch I tried to make myself that was about as sticky as this stuff. Yeah, nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this down over top of this and press it down. Slowly see if we can push the little foam beads into the marshmallow fluff. We have created a protective barrier. Kind of looks like a large molecule or protein you would see in the body. All the little atoms coming together. Slowly mix this in. It seems to be taking well. It has stuck to the plate pretty well. Slowly fold it in, encapsulating the blue foam. So let's do yellow next. I think those colors look pretty good together. That came out a lot easier. So let's get this worked up, squished around. And this time we're going to roll it like a burrito. It definitely looks like something you would see under a microscope or a 3D rendering of white blood cells attacking an amoeba or something like that. It's kind of neat. Okay, we're just going to get in with our hands here and just start mixing all of this together. So we have an even distribution of the blue foam and the yellow foam. I'm liking this texture a lot more. Sorry about that. Pick it right up off the plate. That's pretty cool. Now, still wants to stick a little bit. I like that a lot. So now the question is purple or orange? And I think orange, because we already have so much blue with the marshmallow fluff color, that we can easily mix in some orange to help it out. So give it some hair. How does that look? Little nose here. Eye socket. A mouth. We've got a little person. I think you could definitely use this in a biology class. We have definitely increased its volume. But I don't feel like it's trying to eat me, which is good. We have dissipated the marshmallow fluff throughout. It's now kind of suspended inside of or among the little spheres of foam. And I like the look of it. It is a really good sound. Can you hear that? So, if you ever feel out of control with your marshmallow fluff, just put some little foam beads in it. Now, let's see how stable this is. Will it want to collapse? Yes, slowly. It will want to collapse. Fall over like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And gravity slowly takes over and it collapses. Let's squish it down a little bit. I think over time it would slowly slump onto the plate, but I think the foam beads are giving it enough structural integrity that it would take a long time for the beads to slip around each other and slowly make their way down onto the plate. Still have a few little stragglers here and there. So, the next question is, what if we add this sand to here? We have a nice color to complement our blue and yellow and orange. Just going to put it on the side there. Stay there. So now let's open this up. Trying to find the best way to open it. I think from the back would be good. Okay, there's that much of it done. Gets rid of most of the paper. Perfect. No mess. I don't want to have to vacuum up a lot of stuff. Okay, this is very, very light. It almost doesn't feel like I'm touching anything. I think that's what helps gravity kind of pull it down. There's very little surface area. That is pretty cool. I've never actually had any of this in my hand before. But it makes absolutely zero sounds, which is unfortunate. So I want to try, first of all, we have one little piece of foam left. And there we go. So I want to try a small piece. Let's get this kind of reactivated here. Take off a small piece. I'm going to see if I can mix it with this. I don't know that this is going to work very well because they're both fairly dry. It does seem to be sticking. I think it's what it's going to do is just get in between all the little pieces of foam and make them want to slide around each other more easily. Which is kind of neat, actually. So it has successfully coated all of the little particles. And if you squeeze it together and then let go, it should slowly disintegrate. All the little pieces stick and fall and crumble. It's in slow motion. But I think gravity is going to win over time. Gravity will pull it down. I don't know if you can see what's going on there. There we go. That's pretty cool. So we kind of got the best of both worlds there. The adhesion on the foam balls has been enough to trap the individual particles of sand around them, but then the particles of sand impart their own characteristics to the group. That looks like it could be a pretty cool special effect for a movie. Looks kind of creepy. I like it. Okay, well, I'm glad we saved this out to do some other experiments with. So now, what will happen if we take our marshmallow sticky foamy mess and add in some of this sand? Though it doesn't feel like sand, it feels much more like, I don't know, plastic insulation or something. This definitely looks like biological creatures attacking each other. So we push it down, then we fold it in, does it like being trapped? If this is hydrophilic? No. Hydrophobic, meaning it does not like liquid or water. it may resist being incorporated into such a sticky substance. Well, it's in there. I don't know if it's having any fun, but it's in there. And it's not exactly dry. I mean, there is a little bit of a moisture level to it for it to adhere to itself briefly, so it's not exactly drying this out terribly. I think it's all just very, very confused. It looks like the spheres are being cleaned off. And expelled from the matrix that is trying to hold them. That's very interesting. So they are much more predominant now, standing out against the darker red. Well, if you ever want to clean off whatever chemical is holding these foam spheres together, I think this is a way to do it. Well, kind of looks like a nerd rope, but not edible. But that's why we did an experiment. It doesn't want to stick to anything anymore except itself, which is nice. This stuff, let's see. Bounces about the same. So, I think we have a winner here, although this is very fascinating and I really like the sounds that it makes, so I think this is a success. I will wrap this up and keep it from drying out and make a video about it very soon. But what I really want to work with is this. I want to take some more of this sand and mix it in with this. Here we go. The texture of this is very weird. I think I've said it kind of feels like insulation or something. It has obviously very light airy texture. I think it would blow away under a stiff breeze very easily. So mix this all up, get all the little pieces coated that are wanting to kind of still hang together as a group. You have a new purpose, a new functionality. That's really cool. I can tilt the plate a little bit. See if I can get it to just kind of run like lava or something. It's kind of gently, slowly, inexorably creeping along across the landscape of the plate, coming up over the lip, making its way well. I think I'm going to keep this as well. Again, it doesn't make much of a noise. It's kind of a more visual treat. But lots of fun. Definitely a good way to while away some time watching it, like you would a sand glass or an hourglass, sand going through an hourglass or something like that. And then we also have this itself, the pure stuff. Seeking out the lowest level, kind of compacting down upon itself. Very cool. Well, I'm very glad that I did this clean out of my ASMR closet. And I think I have a few more things, so there will be another video to follow this one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.